Haaland is the second Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but Haaland will be better. Short biography of Haaland. Erling Braut Haaland, born July 21, 2000, is a Norwegian English professional footballer who plays as a forward. He achieved success with Borussia Dortmund, becoming the first player in Champions League history to score a hat-trick in his debut match. Haaland began his career at Brygge FK at the age of 15, later moving to Molde in 2016 and signing with Salzburg in 2018. With Salzburg, he made history in 2019. With Borussia Dortmund, he became one of the most famous players in the Bundesliga. He has also been a member of the Norwegian national under-20 team. Early years. Haaland was born on July 21, 2000 in Leeds, England. He is the son of sports couple Alf Inge Haaland and Gry Merita. His father was a footballer who played for Leeds at the time of his birth, while his mother was an athlete and a Norwegian champion in heptathlon. From a very young age, football became his passion. Even when an injury forced his father to retire from the game, Haaland continued to play. Erling Haaland's early career. Haaland began his career at the age of 15 with the Norwegian team Brygge FK. During the 2015-16 seasons, he played for Brygge 2, the team's reserve squad, where he scored 18 goals in 14 games. In May 2016, Berntsen gave him his first chance with the first team. He made his debut on May 12, 2016, in a First Division match against Ranheim. With Brygge, Haaland played in 16 games. Molde, 2017-18. In February 2017, it was announced that he had signed with Molde. He made his debut for the team on April 26, 2017, scoring his first goal in a 3-2 victory against Volda TI in the Norwegian Cup. 2 months later, on July 4, he made his league debut as a substitute against Sarpsborg 08. Haaland scored the winning goal in that match, his first in the Eliteserien. On September 17, 2017, he scored his second goal against Viking FK. Haaland ended his first season with 4 goals in 20 appearances with Molde. During his second season under coach Ole Gunnar Solskjær, Haaland scored 16 goals in 30 games. One of his most notable performances during his second season was on July 1, 2018, when he scored 4 goals against SK Brann in the first 21 minutes of the match. His impressive talent attracted the attention of Juventus and Salzburg. Red Bull Salzburg, 2018-20. Haaland joined the Austrian team on August 19, 2018. His first season, however, did not go as expected. He played only 5 games and scored only 1 goal, so he was hardly taken into account. In the 2019-20 season, everything changed after he scored 9 goals in the under-20 match against Honduras. After this surprising match, Haaland became a key player for Salzburg. He made history with the team and in the Champions League by scoring a hat-trick in the first half of his Champions League debut against Genk on September 17, 2019. In his second season with Salzburg, he played a total of 22 games, starting 11, and scored 28 goals. Borussia Dortmund, 2020-22. At the beginning of 2020, Haaland signed with Borussia Dortmund of the Bundesliga. He made his debut on January 18, 2020 against FC Augsburg, scoring his first hat-trick in 23 minutes. He became the second player in the team's history to score 3 goals during his Bundesliga debut, after Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. On February 18, 2020, Haaland scored both goals in the 2-1 victory against Paris Saint-Germain in the first leg of the Champions League round of 16. He had several standout performances before the league closed due to the pandemia. On May 16, 2020, he scored the first goal after the league break against Schalke. It was his 10th goal in domestic competition. A month later, he scored 2 goals in a 2-0 victory against Leipzig, securing a spot in the Champions League for the following season for Dortmund. On September 19, 2020, he scored another double in the 3-0 victory against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Then he returned to score in the 2-3 loss on September 30 against Bayern Munich in the German Super Cup and in the league again against Bayern on November 7. On November 21, he scored 4 goals in 32 minutes in the 5-2 thrashing of Hertha Berlin. On the same day, he became the first Norwegian to win the Golden Boy Award. 3 days later, on November 24, he scored a double in the 3-0 victory over Club Brugge. He became the fastest player to reach 15 goals in the UEFA Champions League, with only 12 appearances in the tournament. In December 2020, Haaland suffered a tendon injury that kept him out of action until January 2021. He returned to the team on January 3, 2021, in the match against VfL Wolfsburg. 6 days later, he scored a double in the 3-1 victory as a visitor against Leipzig. Then, he scored 2 goals in the 2-4 defeat against Mönchengladbach on January 22. He scored 2 goals and recorded an assist in the 2-3 victory against Sevilla FC in the first leg of the Champions League round of 16, and later scored 2 more goals in the return match to secure Dortmund's passage to the quarterfinals. Although Dortmund was eliminated, Haaland became the top goal scorer of the competition, with 10 goals. With the season finished, Haaland was named the best player of the Bundesliga 2020-21 after scoring 27 goals in 28 matches played. Manchester City, 2022. On June 13, 2022, the transfer to Manchester City FC was completed with a 5-year contract. He made his debut on July 30, 2022, in Manchester's 3-1 defeat against Liverpool. But now he is the best striker in the world.